Hi, my name is Michelle Molinet and I'm a Habitat hero. So currently I'm a board member, president of the board for this term. I've also sit on the finance committee and have sat on the finance committee for a lot of years. I go back in the organization. I believe I started in 2006 is when I first was introduced to Habitat by Rochelle. And I don't even know how Rochelle got a hold of me, but she did. And if anybody knows Rochelle, she doesn't let you go once she got you in your grips. So she called me one day and said, let's go have some lunch. I'd like to get to know who you are. And I did. And she had this great idea to build a restore, and she needed somebody with the financial background that I had as an accountant and a CPA. And so she recruited me and we built a model of how to open the restore, and that's how I got started. And so in November of 2007 we opened the restore up, and I remember hanging the lights that were donated, all these chandeliers and kitchen lights, and just setting up the whole entire store for its grand opening. And it has grown since, and I've been with the organization since. And so then from there I went on to the finance committee. At that time became the treasurer, and then I actually moved. I live in Summit County, or Stark County, and so I moved my business too back to Stark County. So I was working and living in Stark County, and at that time I left Habitat just as on a board member. But I always stayed in touch with the organization and with Rochelle, because we grew such a great friendship from all of our time together and all of our escapades. And so then when I came back to working in Summit County, somehow Rochelle found me and recruited me back to come to the board, and that's where I am today. And so I've got such great stories of volunteering with Habitat, be out on the build sites. I've used this as a tool for team building with our teams at JW Dado Electric. So my accounting teams will come and they'll volunteer, and I like to pair them up with different people that they don't know. So I'll take a cross-pollination of our departments, and they'll work together, and the skills that they build, not only building the houses but trying to work together as a team, have really paid dividends for our company. And it's just great that people get out and volunteer, and I am such a big advocate of this organization. I've also been involved in the capital campaign. So we started out, when I started out with Habitat, we were in a building on Rosemary Boulevard over by the air dock, and the prefab shop would be there, and it just wasn't big enough to do really what Rochelle had envisioned that this organization could grow to be. And so she started looking for a new home. And at that time, we didn't really have the money to buy a new home, so we went and had a whole capital campaign that was hugely successful. You walk into the office every day and you see all the names of all the donors who gave very generously with their hearts and their pocketbooks, and we have this great facility. The restore came onto the same campus where it originally had been separated. And so the organization from 2006 until 2023 has just amazed me every single time I walk in the door. Think about what we've done since we went through that capital campaign, and the homes that we've built and the lives that we have changed. And you know, my association with Habitat, there's so many great things about it. Not only the relationships I've built being in various board positions or in the organization with the team and the staff here, but the homeowners. And while I get a little bit of glimpse of that from when we're out at a build site and a homeowner's there with us, or just being at the groundbreaking and seeing the excitement that people have. We were just over at the new development and had that groundbreaking, and I get goosebumps still, like just thinking about all those families are going to be living together and be a community together, and just to have a little part of that is so gratifying. And I get very choked up about it all the time, because We don't think we have a big impact individually, but as a group we've had a major impact on this community and a lot of lives and a lot of families, and we're leaving legacies. We're helping families leave legacies, and that's a big deal. It's a big deal. Such a big advocate of this organization and Rochelle and the things that she has done to make so many different everybody's life better. And it's not just the homeowners, it's the people that come in contact with her, it's the community leaders. She has a way of getting everybody so engaged and wanting to be here, wanting to do better, wanting to do more. And you know, I think it was the tenacity of Rochelle that really caught me too and pulled me in, and her passion for this organization has been unbelievable, never wavering, never wavering. And she's always constantly coming up with ideas to help more, to serve more, to make a name for this Habitat organization throughout the Habitat footprint. And it's really her leadership and her guidance that has pulled a lot of great people in, and we've done a lot of great things. Being a participant and a board member, is anybody in the community who has an interest in giving back, I encourage them to use my experiences over the last 18 years and the joy that I have felt in giving back to this organization to get involved. Like I said before, it's amazing when you think, like, as an individual you have very little impact, but as a team and as an organization where there's a lot of people in there who want to be there and who want to do the work of the organization, I would say get involved, and you'll be amazed at how empowered you can be by giving to the community and making it a better place. I mean, you think about it, 18 years ago, you know, some of these kids are now adults that we helped serve back then, and I would love to just have them sit around the table and just talk about what it meant. You know, we hear the homeowners today at the various functions I've been with them, and they'll say, like, this is a legacy I'm leaving my family, or I'm creating wealth with my family. I'm the first homeowner in my family. And especially nowadays, I mean, look at the interest rates. It's so difficult for anybody to afford a home, and we're here to serve that need, and that's what's really exciting about it. We build homes so that we can build more homes. And I see the hard work that Drew and everybody else in the organization goes through to raise the money to build these homes. We've been very fortunate when we received a significant grant recently, because now we're going to build a neighborhood, and now we're going to have the first park in, oh, what it was, like 40-some years that Akron has put in. And that's what this is all about. You commit to something, you volunteer for something, it changes your life, and it makes you want to do more and more and more. And that's what it's done for me. So my advice is, get involved, get on that board, make an impact in your community. Or a prospective homeowner, don't be afraid to pick up that phone. Don't be afraid to put that application in. Worst thing could be that maybe it's not the right time or not the right fit at the moment, but there's plenty of opportunities. There's programs now within this organization that help people financially get on track so that they can qualify, which is really exciting because, you know, maybe I take it for granted because I have a financial background, but there's a lot of people who don't even know how to take the first step on it. So I would encourage people to just pick up the phone or go on the website, check it out. Camaraderie with the homeowners and what they're learning. Be part of that. Sign up, come in, put your name on the book. Maybe you'll be selecting a property one day, and then you'll be part of the story. And then once you do that, you'll be sharing all that for the next generation of people to come. And you're going to leave not only a legacy of owning a home, but a legacy of creating a family, a larger family than what you even imagined, because you picked up the phone and you walked in and you came into the organization. And then I guess I would just say to Rochelle, Rochelle, what an incredible human being you are. And I get really emotional when I talk about her, because she inspires greatness of everybody in such a way that she just wants to do good for everybody. And so I couldn't be more proud to have her as leading this organization. I'm so thankful and grateful to call her my friend, and I hope she continues to do amazing things in this community and in this organization for a lot of years to come. So.